don't think you know how to, love.
Terry.
I know. Just give me the gun before you shoot yourself in the foot.
Terry. Terry, what's happening?
I hate you! You never left me! You left me! You wouldn't let me! You said I was coming and I didn't! You said I could come with you and I didn't! I came here!
What's going on? Who the devil are you?
Oh, she's nobody! I hate her! Take her away!
I take it we've got a problem.
A rather big one, I'm afraid.
How big?
The worst it could be. She's in the advanced stages of the most lethal form of cancer.
But she's... I can't believe that.
Oh, what is this? This isn't April Fool's.
Rita, the tests are conclusive.
You must have been aware of some of the symptoms. A loss of energy, sweating at night.
Oh, sure, so I'm feeling a bit off, but that doesn't mean I'm down for the count.
You have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Oh, well, that's not telling me anything, is it?
It's a cancer of the lymphatic system. That's the system that develops your immunity to diseases. Simply put, it means you're an easy prey to any disease or infection.
What's so like I get a cold and it finishes me off? Like my body can't defend itself.
We'll start the treatment straight away, but I'm afraid your chances of going into remission are pretty slim.
Perhaps Rita would like a few moments to herself. I'm sure she'll have some questions for you as soon as she's had a chance to think this through.
Of course.
Take as much time as you need. I understand that, but hitting her with it all at once.
Believe me, Mrs. Reynolds, it's the only way. We have to get through to her, let her know what she's up against. She has to counter that initial shock herself. There's nothing we can do for her until she comes out of it.
How long do you think that'll be? There must be counsellors who can help her work through this.
I'll have somebody assigned, but you'll have to watch her closely. There's usually a pattern that patients follow until they can accept it. Even the most introverted can become violently aggressive.
She killed him!
Shut up!
He didn't have a gun on him!
Oh, calm down!
She killed him!
Come on, get over here! Shut up!
How long have I got?
4, maybe 5 months. With chemotherapy, it could be prolonged for a few more.
There must be some hope, Doctor. From what you read, they seem to be making breakthroughs every day.
In some cases, yes. Hodgkin's disease has been a bit of a success story, but we're talking about something different here.
We've got to do something. What's the next step?
Draw up a drug regime and start the chemotherapy treatment straight away.
Drugs, there's a twist. I knocked myself out trying to squash dope in this place and they're going to carry me out full of it.
I don't think Dr.
In
Lunn...
some instances, we use a heroin derivative to make the patient more comfortable in the later
no
stages.
way. Not like Bongo. They might carry me out screaming, but they're going to carry me out straight.
Well, that's up to you. There'll be side effects of the treatment. Nausea for a few days after each session. Weight loss. You'll probably lose most of your hair. It won't be pleasant. But the staff will do everything they can for
No,
you.
thanks. I had enough of being poked and prodded last time I was there.
Well, there's no reason why the infirmary here couldn't be set up for your needs.
Rita, I think under the circumstances it might be possible for you to leave Wentworth.
A pardon on compassionate grounds.
Yes, it might be for the best, the aftercare and the transport facilities.
Now, just a minute. This is my carcass you're talking about. I think I should be the one figuring out what to do with it.
Of course, I'm sorry. We were just trying to do what we can.
Well, being outside would be much easier on you.
And bloody impossible for anyone else. Bongo and Slasher are gone. You think Ida hasn't got enough to worry about without playing nursemaid to me?
I'll see what I can arrange.
Look, I've had enough talk for one day, all right? You want to do something, you make sure the women don't get a whiff of this. I don't want them making a 3-act play out of it.
I'll take you back to your dorm.
Oh, there's still some things I can do by myself.
Oi, Dreamboat. I'd rather be in Bali too, but we got a quota to fill.
Might have to settle for Devil's Island the way things are going. Give us a hand with Lilies.
Sure, suckers like us should stick together.
What do you mean?
We both got set up by slimy little creeps, didn't we?
Well, at least you can get at the bastard who put you in here.
Here, I'll do it. Anyone would think this place was full of angels the way you two carry on.
Yeah, well, it's going to be hell on earth for a certain screw I can think of.
Hey, guess what? Oh, where is Reet?
With Reno.
She's been ages.
Yeah, well, we've been covering you for ages. The work bell went 20 minutes ago. Where have you been?
They got Maxwell.
Well, how do you know?
Well, Harry's out in the garden. We heard on his radio. That's not the best bit. She's done a murder.
Maxwell?
Oh, well, what do you expect from a bitch like that? What are they doing with her?
Well, there's nowhere else to put her, is there?
You beauty, D-Day. There's nothing I'd like better than a cosy little chat with Maxwell.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't get your hopes up. She's not going to be in the mood to do you or Jackson any favours.
Don't worry, Spike. We'll work something out when Reed gets back. Hey, you can be in on it too, Brum. You are a couple of lumps, don't you?
Yeah, sure. I think I'll put another load in.
Great news, eh? We're laughing.
Yeah. Best news I've had all week.
Decided to take the day off, have we, Connors?
I don't know about you, but yeah, I thought I might take it easy today.
Oh, I see. It's your birthday, eh? You should have told me. We could have had a party.
Didn't you get your invitation?
You're on report, Connors. Get back to work.
Why don't you get back to work? There must be someone who still wets himself every time you shoot your mouth off.
Get up or you'll be in the
Hands
pound.
off me, or so help me, you'll swallow this.
You are way out of line, Connors.
Yes, and while I'm out there, you might learn some manners. Like, for a start, you don't treat me like a piece of crap under me feet, and you don't come barging in here like you own the place. Come on, Ferguson, I'm waiting for you. Show me just how tough you are.
Well, under the circumstances, I think she was as cool as a cucumber.
Yes, but don't forget Dr. Lund's reservations about that. Maxwell's return could be just the thing to trigger it off.
Well, I'll make sure all the other officers know what to expect.
Yes. Just a minute, Miss Ferguson. Going to wait there for a moment, would you? Marty, he's demanding to see me.
Well, allow me. If he wants trouble, I'll give it to him.
Something wrong, Miss Ferguson?
Connors has gone berserk. I need assistance to get her to the pound.
That won't be necessary.
It was a clear case of assault.
Did she strike you?
She pushed me out of her cell. If I had been foolish enough to go back in there, God
I'm
knows
glad
what...
you didn't provoke her any further.
I want her on the first bus out of here to a maximum security
I'm
facility.
sorry, I
You
haven't
can
had a
save
chance
your
to-
apologies for the minister. I'm going to enjoy watching you pussyfoot your way out of this
Will
one.
you just listen to me for a minute? Rita is very ill.
Oh, what's she trying to put over you this time? If I had 10 cents
She
for every...
has cancer. The doctor thinks she has 4 or 5 months at the most.
It's terminal.
There is treatment, but the success rate is negligible. She's asked to stay here, so I think a little tolerance... would be-
Allowing her to stay here is the worst
I'm
thing
not
you
going
could
to
do.
argue
I'm
about
not just talking about paperwork to dispose of a body. Connors has got influence. Those women will turn her into a martyr.
The women might also join together to support her, and I hope you'll do the same.
I'm not allowing myself to become a target for some crim who's got nothing to lose.
You know what I expect, and you'll see to it that my wishes are carried out. That's all, Miss Ferguson.
I would suggest that it would be in our best interests if this were kept from the other women.
It's a very good idea. Thank you for the suggestion. Now, if you don't have any other questions on how to handle your job, I suggest you get on with it.
I don't care about that. Maxwell isn't here, and you shouldn't be either.
Well, I can't think of a better place to be right now, and I've got all the time in the world.
Marty, you are not just under suspension. You're out on bail. Any more trouble here, and they'll lock you up again.
Well, they're gonna lock me up anyway if someone doesn't get the truth out of her. So what's the difference?
Probably about 5 years if the prosecution find out.
Mum, I want to see the governor, and I don't need your permission for that.
Well, she won't see you. There is nothing more you can do here. Now, you know how this place operates. If Maxwell was behind it, the women will find out soon enough.
Yeah, well, maybe they will. But everything I've got is on the line, and I am tired of people telling me what to do.
I'll talk to you again after I finish my shift.
Don't you mother me.
Right. As an officer of the Crown, I'm afraid I have to report that you are trespassing on government property.
there you go.
And believe me, if you don't get out of here right now, I'll do it.